Welcome to Women Live TV, brought to you by Southern Crescent Women in Business Media. I am Ariel Shaw, founder and president of Southern Crescent Women in Business, and it was important for me this year to ensure that our women were getting proper exposure. We are a conglomerate of women-owned businesses and women in business in the Southern Crescent. We are here to change the economic landscape of the Southern Crescent. We're here to fund women-owned businesses, and we are here to advocate for women-owned businesses. Welcome to Women Live TV. Welcome to Women Live by Southern Crescent Women in Business. I am Ariel Shaw, founder and president of Southern Crescent Women in Business. We are a conglomerate of women-owned businesses and women in business in the Southern Crescent. Women Live is sponsored by Sherry DeVos Denard, State Farm Agency, Kim Mays, State Farm Agency, and Southern Crescent Women in Business. Today, we have the lovely opportunity to speak with one of our amazing women and sponsors, Sherry DeVos Denard. Hi, Sherry. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, tell us a little bit about you and your business.
Yes, so like you said, my name is Sherry DeVos Denard, and I am the CEO and owner of Sherry DeVos Denard State Farm in McDonough, Georgia. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. Between me and my husband, we have 5 children combined. Unique children. My oldest is 29, actually, and my youngest, who is 25, is my special needs daughter. We were talking about her just before the show aired. And just as a business owner, I employ 5 individuals.
Right. Well, Sherry, tell us a little bit about how you got started in insurance.
Oh, it's kind of funny. I used to work in pharmaceutical industry for over 20 years, and actually it came full circle. I worked as a claim intern in college many moons ago. And my life, as life would have it, it took me down a different career path. And, I started going down the whole pharmaceutical career path in various roles and positions. In 2016, a recruiter reached out to me from State Farm. And it just caught me at the right time in my career where I didn't feel fulfilled. And I didn't really see where else I can go in that corporate arena. And I thought, why not? And it is definitely different than what I'm accustomed to, right? When I was growing up, I was taught to go to school, you go and get you a good job, you work 20 years with a job, and you retire, and life is good. And I just wanted more. Wanted more. So I just decided to get out of my own way and go forward and do. And here I am.
Oh, that's amazing. And tell us, how has the journey been so far?
It's been an amazing journey, but I don't want to simplify that journey. You need to be prepared if you're going for an entrepreneurship. You need to be prepared to really grind. I mean, that put in the work, knowing that, people that are successful, they didn't just arrive at that point overnight. That was definitely a lot of work that goes on in the background, or I like to say behind the little curtain, the little Oz curtain. But yeah, definitely. And if you're looking to go into whatever it is you're passionate about, right? I'm very passionate about helping people, and so it was just the right fit. And to be honest, I had these big, bold prayers, and you want to be the head and not the tail. You want to be above and not beneath, but you don't know how God is going to deliver that, that box. And
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So are you the only entrepreneur in your family?
I am. Actually,
wow.
I am.
So you're a generation, like, you're starting it off.
I am trying to shift.
That's
a
amazing.
Yes.
How has your family received that?
They've been very supportive, and you want to believe that your family is going to be there and rally behind you, and don't expect your family to just jump right in, right? Yeah. And honestly, I think they may be my heaviest critic, right? But, you know, if you're passionate about something, you have to get out there and brand yourself. You have to get out there and network. You have to put in the work. And you're going to have some people that are onlookers. But, you know, you just have to go and be confident in what you're doing and why you're doing it. And it's not just all about your family, because if you're just waiting on your family to get you there, you're going to be waiting a long time, right?
So tell me how it is to be, are there a lot of women in insurance?
I would say that insurance was definitely heavily weighted towards the men early, whenever insurance started, right?
Yeah.
I'm definitely not your basic looking agent, not just because I'm a woman.
Tell us what that means.
Not your basic looking agent. I think, you know, traditionally when I was growing up, the insurance guy came to the door and collected premiums, right?
Right.
And
I remember that.
Definitely a different era now where, you know, being a different agent for me is I want to make sure that people are educated when they come to my office. I want to give them a different feel when they come to my office. It's not just about collecting premiums. You know, I tell my team all the time, we're not selling hamburgers here, right?
Yeah.
We're selling protection. And so you have to take that very seriously. And so people need to understand the value of insurance, not just the cost of insurance, and why you're doing what you're doing, not just because it's the law.
That's good. How have you been able to communicate that during this pandemic?
You know, we have to pivot. And, you know, a lot of our customers are really not coming through the door anyway. We're engaging our customers online. We're engaging our customers on the phone. Any way we can, actually. We're engaging our customers via Zoom. So there's a lot of different ways to connect to our customers, and we're just trying to make sure we take advantage of every opportunity to get in front of the customer.
Wow, that's amazing. So tell us a little bit about your family.
Yeah, you know, I have a very unique family, and I'm very proud of my family. My husband is a track coach, and he's a teacher in Griffin County. And between us, we have 5 unique kids. My oldest is, she's grown now. She's 29. She's married. And she's off payroll, I like to say. She's finally off payroll. And I have a special needs daughter who is 25, and I call her my special angel. That's Sydney. And you know, they are my why. They are my why. And then I have bonus children, 2 boys and a girl. And the youngest is, she'll be 16 next month.
Wow.
Makes me feel old. So
let me ask you this. Has entrepreneurship allowed flexibility?
Absolutely, absolutely. In the corporate world, I used to, you know, I didn't like asking for time off. And, you know, when you have a special needs child, there's a lot of times you have to just excuse yourself, you know. And when you're in a very competitive field like in corporate America, right?
Right.
You feel like you're at a disadvantage being a parent. And not only being a parent of a special needs daughter just brings, you know, about a lot of challenges.
Right.
And, you know, I have flexibility now.
Yeah.
I don't have to ask anyone if I can leave. I just simply say I'll be back. So it definitely
there's a difference.
There's a big difference in that, right? It's not permission anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Sherry, you got into entrepreneurship through a franchise. We've seen a lot of opportunity there as far as growth among minorities. Tell me why you decided to go this route.
Sure. So State Farm is just a big brand, and the opportunity to represent a brand that very much mirrors my own vision, my own values, and the opportunity to just be bigger than myself in the community and be able to reach a community that can see, you know, hey, she's doing it, why can't I? I mean, there's so many different reasons to be a part of, you know, the State Farm brand. Yeah. And so I'm just very proud in the way they carry themselves in the community as far as, you know, the responsibility that they have beyond just insurance. It just makes it an easy fit. And, for me, it was just an easy decision.
Okay. Tell us how you're giving back to the community.
Certainly. I love the ability to give back. And I don't say that lightly. You know, for myself, coming from my background, I didn't have a lot. And, you know, a little girl coming from Alabama, the possibilities didn't seem like it was that big. You know, it just wasn't for me. right? Because for me, I didn't see anyone modeled as the entrepreneur. I didn't see the possibilities. And so, you know, the opportunity to be in this position and just be influencing in the, or an influencer, I should say, in the community, it's just pretty exciting. I love giving back, and I love being able to just be a part of someone else's journey so that they can see what's possible.
Right. Tell us how you're giving back in your community.
Okay, so I definitely get involved, especially anything to do with children or underprivileged children. I get involved in that way. So the Malachi Project, any way I can, if I can do it physically, tutor for the kids. Sometimes I sponsor, you know, dinners for the kids.
Wow.
In addition to that, I've just joined the Alzheimer's Committee, and so I'll be joining the Henry County Walk.
Oh, wow.
In addition to that, I'm a new member of the Rotary Club as well. And so there's different avenues to get involved in the community that way.
So tell me why that's important, or why do you think as a business owner you should give back to your community?
Absolutely. So the community that is giving to my business, I certainly should be willing and ready to give back to that community.
Absolutely.
So how dare I come here and not be a part of that, right? And not give up my time, give up my money in any way I can to make sure that I want to make sure that I'm a positive role model in the community. And I think the way to do that is you got to get involved.
That's good. So how are you growing your business? I know you said you mentioned Zoom.
Yeah.
You mentioned a couple of opportunities. Tell us what you're doing specifically, or give the next entrepreneur 3 things that they need in this time to grow their business.
Oh, wow. It is a tough time. I think you have to be prepared to pivot, right? I mean, so you got to think outside the box. So you still have to network. You still have to put yourself out there. They have to know who you are as a person. People like to do business with people they like, people they can connect to. So that's number one. So you have to get out there and get out your own way and get out. I mean, for me, it's not comfortable to be in front of the camera, for example, right? But
Ironically.
I'm here. Right. But I'm here. And, you know, I think you have to push past your fears and just do it. And you just really have to be ready to just, like you said, don't overthink it. You have to just get out of your own way, and also go out and shadow someone. So if you know what you're passionate about, go out and start meeting those people and see how they're successful. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, because somebody was doing it before you.
Right.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? So, and I think the third thing is be ready. Get a business plan in place. If you know what it is that you want to do the research, do the legwork, and make sure that you put a plan in place, because if you don't have a plan written, it's just a wish.
There you go. I'm a true believer in the business plan.
You gotta have a business plan.
So we're going to be right back after commercial break, and we're going to talk to Sherry about who her mentor is. We'll be right back.
Hello, and welcome to Kim Mays State Farm Agency. I'm Kim Mays, the owner of Kim Mays State Farm Agency, located here in Stockbridge, Georgia. We're a local insurance agent providing auto, homeowners, life, and health insurance. Our value is that we provide personal customer service to our customers, taking the time to get to know them and making sure that we're providing the coverage that will best protect their family and their needs. If you would like to have a policy review or an appointment today, please give us a call at 770-282-6622, or you can find us online at www.coveredbykim.com. Thanks, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Hello, I am your State Farm agent, Sherry DeVos-Tenard. I'm located here in the industrial side of McDonough, Georgia, just south of the Atlanta airport. Our address is 422 Highway 155 South. Stop by my office if you're looking for an exceptional customer experience. We customize your quote according to your special and unique needs for your family. I often coach my team on the fact that we don't just offer insurance and financial services. In fact, we offer protection against life's unexpected moments. We offer our expertise, and therefore we have a responsibility and privilege to educate people on the art of insurance. As a business leader in this community, I believe in giving back. I do believe if we're all doing a little, it adds up to be a lot. You can find me on all social media platforms and on Facebook at Your Agent, Sherry DeValstenard, as well as Instagram and LinkedIn.
We are back with Sherry DeValstenard. Thank you, Sherry. Tell us a little bit about what it looks like to have a mentor, or do you have a mentor?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's no one mentor. I think there are so many great leaders out there that are, not just women, but African American women. I mean, look, we just elected Kamala Harris as our vice president.
We did.
So anything is possible. So I don't anchor on just one person.
Okay.
I have sales leaders. We have fellow agents that have blazed the trail before me.
Yeah.
There are just so many women, not just in insurance industry, but just across many industries. And I've met a lot of them through this organization. Yourself, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Yourself included, yeah.
So, I think this is such an amazing opportunity to talk with women in business. We are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in the entire U.S. Does that mean anything to you?
It means a lot. Like I said, coming from Alabama, a little girl, just not seeing that model, for me, it just means a lot to hear that women are making strides.
Yeah.
Because we do have a lot to offer. We're brilliant.
Hey, amen to that. Tell us what most people don't know about you.
Oh gosh, there's a lot that people don't know. I think there are many layers to me, but I would say that a lot of people didn't realize I had a special needs daughter, number one, because they see me out in the open, and I seem like I'm very open and free, and not really always the case. And the other thing that people I think don't know is that I work long hours. And I've heard it a lot where people say, you make it look easy. Well, I look the part. When I come to work, I don't look a mess. I try to look like, I've cleaned up, and I try to look professional, polished. But, there's a lot of work. I mean,
yeah.
People don't realize, when it comes to being a female entrepreneur, you're trying to stay one step ahead of the game, stay one step ahead of the competition. And sometimes that means you're not going home until, 10 o'clock at night. Sometimes you're there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
How have you been able to balance that with your family?
Oh, it's been very difficult. But, thank God they're very supportive.
Yeah.
And, I've had to hire someone, for example, for my daughter. And they've been very flexible, and it's been a godsend. And my husband, he's just amazing. He's been amazing. He has allowed me to chase my dreams, and he's been very supportive, and God only knows where I'd be had he not been supportive.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely. Right. So you mentioned growing up in Alabama, and you're here in the Atlanta region. Is that much of a difference? What have you had to adjust?
I think, I grew up in Alabama, but, soon after college, I went off and I started doing other things. So I didn't stay there after high school. But I would say different for me, it's a much smaller field. I didn't know that, I dreamed it. I didn't know that I can actually do it. So it's like I didn't understand the execution part.
Right.
And I didn't see like I said, there were a lot of people there that, that you were taught to go to school, work hard, and retire, and the world is good, and that's just not. I mean, what I've learned that outside of that vantage point or that view is that, oh God, the sky's the limit if you just put in the work. If you just put in the work.
The key is put in the work.
Got to put in the work.
And what would you tell that young entrepreneur, that young female entrepreneur that's looking? I mean, she's coming in the industry. She's coming into entrepreneurship, period. You've mentioned a business plan. You've mentioned put in the work. What else?
I would say study to be approved, right? I mean, you don't want to just jump in the water cold. I mean, you really have to put in the studying part of it. And I don't know if I'm saying that right. I wouldn't just go ahead without a clue. if that makes sense.
Okay.
I think you need to understand the industry, understand the market, know where the
Do
best,
a market analysis.
do a market analysis, do
Okay.
your SWOT analysis.
Oh, yeah.
You need to do those things and understand that, because you wouldn't want to. You need to understand what the market is needing.
Yeah.
You know.
That's very good information. Very good information. I would just say, as we grow, and I know you mentioned State Farm, but just the ability to be able to go into a franchise is just really a different way to do business. Do you know anyone else that's doing this? You work with a partner because you just won an award for collaboration over competition.
Yes.
Tell us what that means for you, because you're talking about collaborating with other women.
Yes.
Where do you think we've been conditioned to compete?
Unfortunately, yes. And it saddens me because it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. And I feel so blessed and fortunate that, when I started this journey, I was completely prepared to go it alone.
Yeah.
And we sold our home in Lawrenceville. We moved down here, and I didn't know anyone in McDonough, Georgia.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, I didn't even know McDonough, Georgia existed. I was just being honest. I'm just being completely honest. And so when we moved down here, I met Kim, and it was like, oh my gosh, what a great godsend, to have a sister, and we just hit it off, and to not have to go it alone was just refreshing, because I can bounce things off her, she bounced things off me, and we were going on this journey together, so we were learning together.
What advice would you give other women, though, as far as being able to how to collaborate?
Just know there's enough business out there for all of us.
Yeah.
We don't have to step on our sister, or we don't have to. We just don't have to do that. I can't say that enough. We don't have to do that. There is room out here for all of us, and I think actually you shine when your sister shines.
Yeah.
I think if you are uplifting someone, it is it's a star. It's a star in heaven for you.
Lift as you climb.
Lift as you climb. You don't have to step on anyone. I just think that's the way to be in life, not just in business.
Well, it has absolutely been a pleasure talking with Sherry DeVals-Denard. Sherry, tell us why you decided to be a media sponsor for 2021.
Yes. I am a proud sponsor for the Southern Crescent Women in Business. To support your mission gives me joy, and especially knowing that, the women that are involved here, oh my gosh, I've met so many amazing individuals. And I would do it over and over and over again, because it's just so important that you have a resource like what you're providing. What you're providing here was not, I don't think anyone's done it before. I've never seen anything like it. So, it just gives me, like I said, it just gives me a lot of pride and joy to be able to support you in your mission.
Well, we appreciate you.
Yes.
So tell us and tell the audience, how do we reach you?
Yes, so you can reach me on all the social media platforms. You can call me also at 678-782-3005. You can also find me on my website at www.sddinsurance.com.
And this has been your agent, Sherry.
Yes. Instagram.
Thank you again, guys, for joining us for another episode of Women Live. We are sponsored by Sherry DeVals-Denard, State Farm Agency, Kim Mays, State Farm Agency, and Southern Crescent Women in Business. I am Ariel Shaw, and again, this has been Women Live.